Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna work on the 93 Big Twin Evo. I've been waiting for parts to come in, so today we're gonna be installing those parts. First, we're gonna replace the Z-bars for something rounder. I feel like they're too sharp and boxy for the overall look of the bike. So I had Scotty from Airspeed Cycle make me a custom setup mini apes. Gonna open this up in a bit. And then over here I got a new seat from Yi. He got a new seat for his Evo build, and then I asked him if he was gonna sell this one, so he did. I feel like they look a lot better than the spring seat. My chain conversion kit came in from vulcanworks.net, and then in here is a mounting kit for the WX tank. 85 to 99 Softails, you're gonna need a mounting kit. And then in here is Mikey Revolt's new product. These are the weld-on passenger pegs that he designed. Gonna open them up in a bit. And then over here, I've decided to run a closed primary for this bike. Gonna be installing the front sprocket and rear over here. Put a chain on, and then install the fender. And yeah, a lot to do today, so let's get started. All right, let's open these bars up. So I reached out to Scotty, and I gave him the dimensions that I want, and he was able to knock it out. If you guys are looking for custom bars, hit him up. These are mini apes. All right, just got the bars on. That looks so much better. More curvy for sure. Forever the Chaos Life. These are the passenger pegs by Mikey Revolt. You weld these onto the frame and then use bolt the pegs in. These are meant for passenger pegs, but you can use this for highway pegs as well. Really cool design. Shout out to Mikey. This is how you would mount it, like that right there. Weld around it, and you got a clean passenger peg. You can also use it for highway peg, in my opinion, somewhere here or higher to stretch out your legs on long rides. But yeah, these are really cool. All right, next we have the mounting kit for the WX tank. Yes.
You say, where are you?
Working.
Where's Daddy at? She said, where's Daddy at?
In the garage, duh. All right, just got the tank mounted. This and this looks great, but the back here, it sits too high. So I'm gonna modify it to have this area sits lower to the frame. Other than that, the tank looks great. All right, on to the next thing. All right, this is my chain conversion kit from vulcanworks.net. This whole kit comes with rear sprocket, front sprocket, chain, all that good stuff. I also order a pretty heavy duty exhaust flange along with some hardware, also gaskets. For the rear sprocket, I went with 51. I went with 24 for the front. All right, when you remove the pulley, you want to take this out right here and replace it with a bigger one that comes with the kit. If not, when you put on the sprocket, there's a little plate right here, and then when you tighten the nut, it's gonna be like this. Put the big one in. Now when you put on the sprocket, there's no play when you put the nut on. Got these rear chain adjusters from Krispy. All right, so this thing is a little bit too long, so I'm shortening it about an inch. All right, I shortened it about an inch. All right, got the bike outside. Here's the current status of the bike. Let's go over all the mods that I've done so far. So these bars, I got them made by Scotty from Airspeed Cycles. I gave him the dimensions and he knocked it out of the park. I wanted something wide for the wide triple tree, and I feel like they flow pretty well now compared to the Z bars. And then I mounted the tank. This is the WX tank from Lowbrow. Got the mounting kit as well. But I'm not a fan of this big old gap right here. So in the next video, I'm gonna lower it, modify it. That way it'll fit better. And this is the seat I bought from Yi. The same seat I have on my shovel. It's super comfortable. And I like the way they look. 5-inch rib fender that I always run. But for the bottom, I'm using the Krispy fender mount kit. It's a bolt-on right there. And then I put on the sprockets from vulcanworks.net. And then I threw on the primary cover. That way I can mount the low mid right there for clearance. Gonna be taking that off and then put the clutch back in and go from there. And for tail light, I'm running this Model A tail light from Lowbrow, along with the weld-on license plate mount. I'm going for the bobber look, so figured the Model A taillight would look good on it. Then I threw on the stock brake right there. I still got a weld on a little brake stay right here. And then I mounted the oil tank and the right side mid. These are what they call low mids. They're the most comfortable, in my opinion. And then mounted the stock master cylinder right there. And then I'll be taking these off, these two, and replace them with fork boots. I'm also going to lower the front about 2 inches because right now the front's too high. That's the plan. And then the wheels are going to be black frame as well, black bars, black trees, but the tins are going to be painted. I've never done this color before, so pretty excited to see how it's going to turn out. But yeah, I think that's it for this bike. Nothing new with the Rebel. Just been enjoying it. I made a little door for it right here. I'll be taking this apart after I'm done with the Evo and get it ready for paint. And right now I'm taking on a crazy little project right here. This is gonna take me a long time, so I'm only gonna do about an hour a day just to organize all the hardwares. But it's gonna feel really good once I'm done. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.